Hey collective, welcome back to Cusp of Roses for our look into this full moon energy. Just a quick chakra reading here. Hi JP, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. We're going to get into this energy, okay? It is a very, very important partial lunar eclipse happening right now in the energies of Aries and Taurus, depending on the astrology that you follow. Very, very powerful time. It does feel like there is this ending, right? If you've watched any of my general readings, this past round of them, it's all been about endings, new beginnings, finally cycling out of patterns that are attached to an old energetic version of ourselves, right? So really gaining a lot of awareness, gaining a lot of intuition about who we are, how to be stable in who we are, right? Uniquely, one, and then how that unique energy adds to the whole, right? But again, this energy of ending cycles, things coming to an end, finding stability, more grounded energy in your being and your own self is really kind of the theme here, but we're going to dig a little deeper with the Oracle of the Seven Energies, and then I'm going to clarify with the Crow Tarot, okay, and then that will be our reading. But for those of you that might be new tuning into my channel, please make sure you read through the description box below. It's going to have everything you need to know as far as what placements, right, for the different series that I offer here, your natal chart, there's links there. Those are free links. They're not affiliate. I just use them myself and find them very accurate, okay? So I wanted to put them there for resources for you guys. But make sure you read through it just so that you understand the energy and intention behind every reading that I do here on my channel. For those of you that have been here with me for a while, of course, welcome back. Okay, go ahead and get started on whatever gratitude practice feels right for you. For those of you that might be new, I do invite you to take some time as I shuffle this deck, okay, to get grounded and offer up any gratitude that feels right for you, whether that be through affirmations, intentions, prayers, meditation, breath work for some of you might be nice. Maybe even a moment of silence or stillness, okay? As you're doing that, I will be doing the same, and then we will jump into this full moon energy reading, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, the Ascended Masters, my Ascended Ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective here on YouTube for this full moon eclipse energy reading. I thank you so much, Divine, for allowing me to clearly channel the most important messages that this collective that will be watching this reading needs to be aware of or have as knowledge under this full moon, in connection to this full moon. I thank you so much, Divine, for that clear guidance, for your love, your grace, your mercy, and protection, always and forever, and so it is. Okay, a couple more shuffles here, collective, and then we will get started. For those of you that might be new to chakras, okay, there is a quick overview of the 7 main chakras that I'll talk about here on my channel. There are over 100 chakras that we connect to, but I just kind of focus on the main 7 here, okay? So that's also at the bottom of my description box. If you're interested, I do suggest you do your own research there, okay? So this full moon eclipse energy, Divine, thank you so much. What's important about this full moon energy for this collective? First card out, we have Shining Through, okay? It's a vibration of 30. Hold on. Is that lighting kind of funky? Let me see. What if I put it down like that? There we go. Okay, it's the vibration of 30. This is throat chakra energy, also known as sound energy, okay? Shining through. We get this, and if you've watched my moon readings for a while, that card comes out every once in a while, right? We're going to read it from the book, just so that we get an accurate energy, because it is a repetitive energy here. Thank you so much, Divine. What other messages do you have for this collective under the full moon? Yeah. Here we go. So we have the vibration of 31 here, more throat chakra energy. It's the call of the Muse, okay? Which really is just a testament to following your soul's song in a sense, right? Really tapping into that creative force that's within all of us, right? And figuring out how to express it. Okay, we all have our natural gifts. It feels like under this full moon energy, that's being illuminated here, right? Your natural gifts might be shining through in the now moment, coming forward, okay? Or at least they're being called forward with the call of the Muse. We also have the vibration of 10 here. This is water energy, sacral chakra energy, vibration of 10, close encounters, okay? You see these butterflies, a lot of transformation energy here, a lot of... Oh, wow. I'm literally just making that connection, right? It's a full moon eclipse, or at least a partial eclipse, where the sun and the moon have a close encounter, right? Within nodal axis. Very, very interesting here. So for my number people, we have the vibration again of 10, which does break down into a 1. We have the vibration of 30 here, which does break down into a 3. Hold on, let me smooth that out. And then we have the vibration of 31, which breaks down into a 4. So 1, 3, or 4 might be important root energy for those that will be tuning into this reading, okay? You know what? I want to read Close Encounters. Let's read Close Encounters, okay? Okay. So the key concepts with Close Encounters: vulnerability as a strength, letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths, and setting healthy boundaries. Yes, okay. This is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social mask or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You are a part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. At a deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. At a social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life that is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for equality, love, friendship, and laughter. We aren't meant to be alone, yet sometimes we are wounded, and we build walls around ourselves so we don't hurt again. It's time to be honest about yours and step out from behind that barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity without artifice. Artifice, okay. Even in your work life, this mode of connection allows you to be truly present. When you live this way, everything and everyone thrives. You have no need to defend yourself when you're being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, your close encounters will not fail you. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. Wow. Wow. So that... yes, beautiful message, right? But all in all, there is this sense of revealing, right? Which has also been coming out through this past cycle of general energy readings that I just did. Just things being revealed, truth being revealed, right? Finally, coming into an honest alignment with self, seeing self clearly, right? Which allows you to see your environment clearly. Very, very powerful. Let's go ahead and read Shine Through. Okay. Okay, remember this is sound energy, your throat chakra. okay? Key concepts here are self-expression without filters or masks, authentic communication, being proud of who you are, shining in the world, refusing to make yourself small just to belong. You are being called to step into your true power and essence. This is one of those times when you're required to bring everything you are, all that you've learned, experienced, and integrated, and offer it up in service to the world. When you take center stage, you will be noticed. Yes, as you shine brightly, you will naturally stand apart from others. This idea may bring up excitement and genuine pride or discomfort, but this is not a time to make yourself small to avoid the glare of the spotlight and potential punishment by others. It takes courage, but know that this is the right thing for you today, okay, or under this energy. Mind you, this is an eclipse, so this energy is going to be very present in our collective consciousness over the next 6 months, okay? So we're looking at mid-June towards the end of June. You have come so far. You have been in the proverbial back of the room in learning and gathering mode for so long, and it is important time. And this important time has served its purpose. You must now step into a new consciousness, yes. Seizing a new opportunity to share your wisdom. You will be like a lighthouse shining through the dark, illuminating the way for others. Be careful of the voices in your head that say you can't or you don't know enough or who are you to shine. The better question is, who are you not to shine? All you are and all you have become is by the grace of the divine. Now it's your duty to share your gifts. Celebrate this, okay? And this is what we were talking about, sharing your gifts, the call of the muse, okay? Since we're here, one page over, we might as well, and then we'll get into the tarot, okay? Call of the muse, again, throat chakra energy, okay? Creative expression, being in the flow of creativity, tuning into inspiration, allowing creativity without being self-conscious, writing and journaling as means of connection, okay? Some of you, that might be a very, very powerful outlet for you. Maybe some of you are writers, or even if you're not, it's just writing out your thoughts, writing out your feelings, getting it pen to paper is going to be very cathartic and a nice release under this full moon, okay? When you feel the call of the muse, you are being invited to create, to be the artist, choreographing your life, serving on behalf of the great artist, divine source. While the process feels intensely personal, your ego and self-identification are, ironically, the most unnecessary parts of the equation. While you might think you own the magic of your creativity, can you truly say that you're the source of the inspiration? Similar to the spirit of genius from card 29, which we get awakening genius. We get that card a lot, collective. Imagine your creativity stemming from another spirit guide, the muse. Just as the genius needs to partner with your intellect, so too does the muse need you to partner or open your heart and let magic flow through your intuition and emotions. Stop seeing yourself as the center of the process and instead see yourself as a partner in a creative dance. Sometimes you might be inside the music and the feelings, the story and its expression. Other times you observe from the sidelines, watching it all flow from an unknown yet deeply intimate source. Today, your muse is calling you to be a channel and allow the creative energy to flow through you. The energy of emotion is waiting to be given a voice, a name, a shape, or a color. Journal. Finish that writing project, start something new, paint, sing, dance, and don't worry where any of it lands. It has its own plans for you. Your muse knows where this is all meant to go. For you, the big magic is in the experience of answering the call. Wow. So all of these energies very, very tied in together, right? Talking about being authentic, talking about cycles ending, right? That time of cultivating being over, really getting out there again, expressing your gifts here, which really is a testament to how grounded you really are in self, right? And then also a testament to that self and that relationship you've been building with the divine, with source, right? With your creator. So let's get a little bit more info here from the tarot. Thank you so much, Divine, for those beautiful messages. For my chakra people, this is really connecting here in the full moon, sacral chakra and your throat chakra here, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Please tell me more about close encounters, shining through, and call of the muse for the collective under this full moon energy and eclipse energy. Tell us more about close encounters, shining through, and call of the muse. Whoa. Okay. That all came out. The only card that flipped over was the Page of Swords. Just like in the Call of the Muse, like we just read, being an observer of the flow, right? There's a time to participate. There's a time to observe. There's a time to be the channel, right? Very interesting. I'm going to put it back if it comes back out, but it just feels like this full moon is really offering that perspective of stepping back, right? So not being caught up in it, in the center of it, but being able to step back and watch it all happen, piece it all together, and just flow with what you see. Again, very, very, can't get over that. It's very, very just important that ability to be fluid when you are active and in the center, then when you are sitting back and watching it, right? Then when you're participating and going back and forth and building, those are all three separate energies that then find harmony with one another. Okay, so really finding the time and place for yourself. And again, like the Call of the Muse, not really worrying about where that expression, no matter what side of the coin you're on, right? Whether you're in the center, whether you're watching, whether you're a participant, not really worrying about how it lands, just feeding into the energy, allowing it to happen, allowing yourself to just flow, which is really, really powerful and on point. Yeah. Tell me more about close encounters, Divine, for this sacral chakra energy for the collective here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, knowing your worth. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, right? Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the Five of Cups. So where there was once this energy of missing out, missed opportunities, disconnect emotionally, it's like no longer letting whatever the disappointments have been in your connections with others, in your connection with the divine, in your connection with self, actually define who you are or give you a measurement of your worth. Okay? Tell me more about this Five of Cups energy for close encounters with the Queen of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. Yeah, so this Queen and King of Cups energy, water and earth. And when we read the close encounters, right, it really was talking about no longer hiding, no longer shielding or masking or hiding yourself somehow, some way. So whether this is hiding your emotions here, collective, that coming up to the surface, things that you masks you've been wearing, right, that aren't really aligned with who you are, with how you really feel. It's like whatever airs have been put on as maybe a mode of protection. Okay, it's exactly why this cage is here. It's like that in and of itself, I feel like, and they're giving me the word melting. I don't know what that might, whoa. 10 of Cups, melting, right. So no longer, yeah, from the 5 to the 10, no longer feeling disconnected, but actually feeling very, very connected, and not only connected, but in harmony and in balance. The 10 of Cups, emotionally fulfilled. With the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, it's It's this feeling, as soon as I want to say something, here comes a card. Knight of Wands, right? It's, for some of you, under this moon, it's like realizing where your, how to discern between your impulses or in between your intuition. This is the Knight of Wands, right? Learning how to discern when to take action, when to not, like this card says, right? When to be in the center, when to be a participant, when you need to be an observer. Some of you, it's that missed opportunity. It's like almost getting it, but not quite. Close encounters. But still somewhat feeling that misalignment. But for some of you, it's like this 10 of Cups is available. It's an option. It can happen. So long as you trust your instincts enough, so long as you trust the divine source within you, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, it's also telling me that there's no need to doubt yourself. Again, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table. With 2, the only minor arcana being cup energy, and let alone multiples of each other, right? You go from the 5 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. It's like, I don't really even know how to find the words, collective. That's the crazy part about it. I feel like I usually can express it, but it's like, it's meant to be felt with this Cups energy. Tell me more. Tell me more about this 10 of Cups and this Knight of Wands. This overall energy of close encounters. 3 of Cups. More water energy. So it feels like, yeah, this full moon is illuminating where those close encounters have been, collective, where the opportunity to experience this 10 of Cups have been, okay, and or will be. Some of you, this could be future energy. Remember, we have 6 months with this partial eclipse vibration, okay? But it just feels like for some of you, there was so much focus on this 3 of Cups energy, right? 5 of Cups, those 3 cups have spilt over. So whether it be those relationships don't stand anymore, those connections aren't there, you know, you've grown, you've transformed in some sort of way here. It's realizing that you still have those 2 cups behind you, right? Those 2 cups represent your inner union. And now that you're in a Queen of Pentacles, or maybe you've mastered this Queen of Pentacles energy and also understood the emotion behind it, right? What you felt in that 5 of Cups that transformed you, that now mastering that emotional energy, King of Cups, you can now be in alignment to discern again, right? What partnerships, what communities, what people, places, and things and opportunities for some of you are in alignment with that 10 of Cups. In alignment with what you truly want. Okay? In this new vibration. So again, for some of you, this could definitely deal with a specific person. I'm trying to keep it general and not necessarily like deep into the details of certain people. And not even certain people that I don't know, but it just feels very almost personal. Like somehow I want to kind of like tiptoe around it. But some of you, this Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups vibration could just be like, again, like I said, missed opportunities, close encounters. So like almost finding your tribe, right? With this 3 of Cups, like almost being in alignment, like almost being able to touch on that opportunity for this 10 of Cups. And it feels like it's between the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. I just want to get one more. What's the overall message here for close encounters? I really don't know that I'm doing this justice, divine. And maybe it's just because I typically don't read from the book, and I feel like that's like now ruminating in my head. Yeah, you got the Hierophant. Commitment, tradition, morality, living it out, society, right? Societal laws, religion, structure. Some of you, close encounters could just be realizing an opportunity again for the commitment that either something or someone or an opportunity was the key to experiencing this, this 10 of Cups. Harmony, peace, happy coexistence with those that you're connected to. Okay? Alrighty, collective. Yeah, this might not resonate for everybody, or again, like I said, I might be pulling energy ahead of myself, so just take it as it resonates. Eclipse energy, like it says in my description box. We got 6 months with this. Wheel of Fortune with the shining through timing. I just heard the time is now. Yeah. The time is now. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune for shining through in the throat chakra. Ace of Swords, clarity. Wow. Clarity. Higher levels of consciousness. Gifts from the divine, meaning divine showing you truth regarding direction. Recently, the Wheel of Fortune has been feeling like a compass. It's been feeling like a compass, right? Showing you, leading you north, right? Essentially, right? When we look at our natal chart, the ideal is to evolve into your north node energy. Everything you go through in this lifetime under that star map is there for you to evolve into that north node. So depending on where your north node is, it's like the Wheel of Fortune comes in as a compass to guide you north. Okay, and so it's like finally seeing the light, seeing the truth, right? Maybe even for some of you, finally feeling in tune with your own inner compass. Knowing when you hear something, when you see something, yes, that is of truth. No, that's deception, that's illusion. It's like now no longer being persuaded. Being able to digest something and align with what feels right, throw away the rest, right? Like, and not even just in something that sounds nice, right? Because it can be easily trendy. It can be very, it can become cliche to say a lot of the phrases that are essentially truth, right? Like letting go of what no longer serves you. It's like really embodying that, collective. This is what this full moon is allowing in the collective consciousness, to really embody the truth that feels right for you. And that truth can only be revealed through your connection with spirit, through your connection with the divine, through following your own internal compass. Right? Ultimately, if we're looking at that directionally, it's going to lead you where you need to. It's like allowing that energy to shine through, right? Allowing the truth of what you feel, what you see, how you think. Let me get more cards before I keep going, rambling on. I'm sorry. Tell me more, divine, about the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords for shining through. It's like the truth is definitely shining through, whether you see it now or not. Yeah, you got the Fool energy in the beginning, and you got Justice. A lot of major arcana here under this eclipse. So as this truth shines through, not only does the Wheel of Fortune here, collective, bring you a new beginning with this Fool energy, it's also an act of justice, an act of balance. Like one of the cards did say, this card specifically, right? That you've been in the back of the room learning, you've been in the shadow, you've been, you know, behind the scenes for some time. Now it's time to be in the light. Now it's time for your justice, for the balance, right? Because it's an ebb and a flow. We can't be all darkness and we can't be all light. It's a constant flow between the two. So there's a time for one energy, there's a time for another. That's the scales of justice, right? But what the Wheel of Fortune has is actually awesome. It's a new beginning. A whole new spiritual journey to learn, more truth to be revealed, right? Higher level of consciousness. So now it starts over. Now you get back to ground zero and you rebuild and you grow and you learn, right? You move through all of that, but it's again, it's what you have learned, justice, right? It's how that scale has balanced in your life. The fairness of it all, meaning the lessons you've gained. I always like to say too, here with the Fool, typically in a traditional tarot deck, it's depicted as someone, right, about to fall off a cliff or whatever the case may be, but they have they're carrying lightly. It's either a stick and a handkerchief, right? I like to think of like, as you learn, as justice is served, when the lesson is given, right, the verdict is ruled, it teaches you something, no matter what side of the scale you fall on, right? There's a lesson to be learned. When you learn that lesson, Ace of Swords, it gets carried with you. You put that in your knapsack, right? Your little handkerchief and stick. And now you move forward into a new cycle where you apply what you've learned. And for some of you, under this full moon eclipse energy, that application of that wisdom is shining through. Right? It will serve you well. Okay? What's the overall message here for shining through? Or overall energy for the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords? Yeah, Seven of Swords. It's not Seven of Swords, excuse me, Seven of Wands. Protection. In the same way, you get to that Six of Wands. You've conquered something. You've overcome something. You found victory. There's acknowledgement. You've done it. Success, right? And now you get to the Seven of Wands where you protect success. You apply what you've learned through that victory. You've gained a certain amount of strength. Seven of Wands. A certain know-how, a certain level of skill. This is a huge level up. Huge level up. Tell me more about this call of the Muse. Thank you so much, Divine, for the throat chakra. What's this call of the Muse for the collective? Whoa. You have the Hangman. Some of you have been on pause in a way, or have put some of your gifts and talents on pause, right? We're multi-dimensional beings. There's no one way to express self, right? And it feels like the parts of yourself that you've put on pause, put on hold, are ready to come into play. They're ready to be integrated. So again, like the card said, whether that's singing, dancing, and it doesn't always have to be a performing art. It could be a visual art. It could be storytelling. It could be writing. You could be gifted with numbers. Or knowledge of numbers, right? Like it's endless. But whatever you feel drawn to, whatever really feels cathartic for you, whatever is an expression of your true self, no matter how silly, no matter how much you think you don't deserve or you don't know about it, it's like it's time to take action, right? I'm just getting this. It's time to kind of see it from a different point of view. Do you have to know it all to do it? No. Right? Do you have to be classically trained and, go to all of the schools and have all the degrees and all the certificates about it? No. It can just be from a raw space within you. Just do it, right? See where it lands. Don't worry about how it fits or how it's received. Just throw it out there. Get into it. Feel your way through it. For some of you, it's something very, very important to continue to find ways to express yourself, to be in flow with your own creativity, right? Tell me more about this Hanged Man. Queen of Cups. So now you got a true pair here, a King and Queen of Cups. And this is that flow. This is that water, that sacral chakra. The Queen of Cups is the queen of allowing that energy to flow. She understands the power that happens from that force of nature, force of water, right? She understands that it's not necessarily the, what did this card say, right? It's like, it's not the, it's the experience, right? It's not how well you do it. It's not how, you know, accurate or to par, or again, it doesn't have to be a measurement, or it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. In the experience of trying, the experience of indulging, the experience of going with that flow, expressing that flow is almost reward enough, right? It's the experience that's valuable. Again, not where it lands, not how well you do it. It's the experience of putting it out there. It's the experience of aligning. Okay? So some of you definitely have some gifts here. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. Some of you have some gifts, some creative energy that needs to flow. Regardless of, again, how silly you feel, how small it makes you, whatever the case is, how afraid. It's like that's where you want to kind of face that fear for some of you. Yeah, you got the Four of Pentacles because you're holding back. You're holding yourself back. You're holding on to treasure. You're holding on to value gems within yourself. And again, collective, this is a collective reading. I'm included in this as well, right? So this is not me coming from a, oh, I've perfected this. And no, we all have put certain things of ourselves, certain aspects of ourselves, certain things that bring us joy, happiness, or just make us feel a part of that flow, a part of that creative dance that we all do in this universe, right? All of us have put parts of ourselves on pause, either out of fear, out of, you know, not wanting to be judged, whatever the case may be. But some of you are really holding on to some jewels, holding on to some valuable things that be shared and expressed. Okay. Tell me more about this Four of Coins for Call of the Muse. Whoa. Strength. So where your lower nature is saying, no, don't share it. No one's going to care. No one's going to understand. No one's going to like it. No one's going to appreciate it. You're going to get judged. You're going to get ridiculed. We can go down the list, right? Where your lower nature is responding to that, let your higher self come in and say, okay, but so what? Who cares? Right? Strength, finding the strength and the courage to show up anyway, to be in that flow anyway, regardless. Some of you are really learning that, right? Learning how to face that doubt, how to face fear, how to face those voices. I think one of these cards said it, right? The voices in the head that tell you you're not good enough. No, you shouldn't share. No, don't shine, right? No, you might shine too bright. Don't do that, right? It's like finding the strength and the courage to say, I don't really care, right? I'm going to shine brightly regardless. For some of you, you can't even help it. Even when you think you're not shining, you're shining bright. Even when you're actively trying to cover up your light, it's still peeking through. What's the overall message here? And we will end this reading. Page of Wands. Yeah. So get creative, get excited about that creative process with the divine, with whatever that flow of energy, whatever that muse is. Allowing yourself to be a channel, a conduit, right? Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be 100% to T or to par or accurate. It can just be. You can learn as you go, the experience. That's what the Page of Wands really is about. Being eager for the experience, regardless of the result. I got to do something. It's that child that loves to do, that independence, right? It's the child that wants to learn how to cook their own food, how to do the dishes, how to vacuum, how to throw a ball. They want to learn because it's the experience that gets them excited, not the result. They don't care if they're great at it or not. It's the experience. It's living in that I'm learning as I go. That's the fun for me. And some of you, it's almost like that's all you really need to ground into your awareness to let that energy flow through you. Queen of Cups, right? To just move with it. It's beautiful. Very, very powerful energy here, collective. I hope it served you well, found you well, okay? As always, leave your comments in the description. Not the description box. In the comment section below, okay? Let me know what parts of this kind of resonated. Even if it doesn't now, like I said, this is an eclipse energy reading, so it's going to be in our vibration for 6 months. So this might happen now. This might happen 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe even at the tail end of this eclipse season energy. But either way, make sure that you just let me know what resonated. Rate this video with the thumbs. As always, like I say, in the description box, you know how to connect with me there, whether it be on social media or through my website for a personal reading. And until next time, collective, happy full moon, and I will see you all in the next reading. Namaste.